Hi guys, it's Alston. In this video, we have something to be excited in the world of AI because OpenAI, which is the founder of ChatGPT, have introduced something called Custom GPTs, where they are giving users, their plus members of ChatGPT, to create their own version of ChatGPT, combining instructions, extra knowledge, and combination of skills. You can see this is the announcement which they made like 5 days ago. We can pretty much use this to create any sort of like a own custom chat gpt with precise instructions and also with your own database or your own data set. The beauty of it, you can either make it private and keep on using it yourself, or you can share with select members or even your team, or privately sell them, or you can list up these inside their store, which they are planning to create sort of like a revenue sharing program with creators. So when you do that and make public, and when people like your models which you are creating and using it, possibly you can start earning it. But those informations are still not announced, not planned, at least because all of these are pretty new. So this is the link. I will give the link of the announcement. Basically they are mentioning what they are going to do. You can see the gpts will let me to customize chat gpt for a specific purpose. The best gpt will be invented by community, because the power comes from community. The other users who are using the platform, they can share their knowledge, they can share their expertise. Now they have an incentive also with the revenue share and everything, because you can see starting today you can create them, share them publicly. Later this month we are launching the gpt store featuring creations, and once the store gpt becomes searchable, climb to a leaderboard. We will also use the, and for incoming you also may be able to earn money based on how many people are using your gpt. That is the most fun of it. So without further ado, let me directly jump into my ChatGPT account and let me show you how you can use it. For example, I have already started using it. For example, inside my Explorer, I have refreshed my ChatGPT. Once refreshed the ChatGPT, basically it shows this is a new chat gpt this is a new custom gpt which I created. This gpt I created to specifically create Black Friday focused meta title, meta description, following all my rules, data set. I just need to provide the name. So this is something I personally created. Now I will show you how you can create your own for any sort of purposes. I'll explain you. First, once you come into this, you need to click on explore, and once you come into this explore, you will see something like this. First important thing, this feature is not available for ChatGPT free members, so you need to be a plus member in order to use this particular features. Otherwise you need to upgrade it, or probably they might release it for free, but that is only highly unlikely. So once you come into this particular features particular screen, you can see that OpenAI have made several of these bot to be something like a sample. You can go and use it, but these are not the things we ideally want, because the power for this particular it comes from creating our own or using the community and everything like that. So first, we don't have a community or store as of right now. We just have our own usage. Probably in a week or so we might see store and everything, so this screen will get more excited. So once we come into this particular page, first we need to click on Create a GPT, which shows it's a beta still under development, and it shows the customizer version of ChatGPT for a specific purpose. So when I click on that, we are coming into this particular screen. This is what I like about ChatGPT. Even though we are creating our own custom GPT, it is not a developer oriented or code oriented creation process. Everything uses natural simple language. You just need to talk to like a personal assistant. ChatGPT converts everything which you are using your natural languages into the code complex version of creating your own custom GPT. So this is where you create it with a natural language, or if you are a developer or you like to make it everything rather than the normal language. You just can go into the config section of it and start filling all this data without the natural ability. That is up to you. And the preview screen will show whatever the changes you make, whatever the improvement you make for this custom GPT. Preview screen will show everything here. So let me go into this step by step. First, I'm getting a prompt from something called GPT Builder, which is a bot which helped me to create this particular solution. It says, I help you to build a new GPT. You can say something like make a creative who helps to generate visual for new product, make a software engineer who helps to format my code. So the purpose here, it can range from anything. There is no restriction at all. You can ask anything you want and it will do that. For in this case, I'll make something like to give a SEO outline for my blog post. So I'll ask ChatGPT to. So you can see now I have given a specific information on what my custom GPT need to do. So it says that great choice. We'll create a GPT that specializes in crafting SEO outline for blog post. This GPT will focus on understanding your blog post topic, providing structured SEO friendly outline to enhance the visibility and engagement of your content. So you can see that I just gave a basic idea and GPT builders goes into depth. So that is I really like about it. And let's start giving this GPT a name. How about SEO content outline creator? So it also automatically suggests me a name. So if you want, you can have it, or you can say your own name which you prefer, or you can ask GPT builders to suggest name for me. So let me say suggest more. You just interact it like any way you want. There is no specific words you need to use. You just talk to the way you want and it will respond to you. So you can see it gives me more of different options. Let me see, content outline expert. That sounds good for me. So I am giving 2. So when I select says 2, it automatically will understand that I am asking it to select the name of 2. So once that is done, it will automatically use their DALL-E features and generate an image for me for this particular profile for this particular custom GPT. So let me wait for it to finish. It says saying that generating a profile picture right now. So let me wait, and you can see automatically it produced a good image. If you're happy with it, you can have leave it as it is, or you can ask it to generate something else. So it says that here's the profile picture. It features a pen and notebook, with the notebook showing outlines of a blog post structure, the hand drawn style, and to convey a sense of warmth and creativity. To be honest, I really like this. So do you like this prefer, or would you like to? Now let's define ChatGPT role. What specific task or action would you like to content expert to perform when creating outline? For example, should it focus on keywords, suggest trading, provide tips, and improve readability? Here you can give these instructions or specific tips and everything the way you want your content to be created, the output. So you can type anything you want. Either you can go in depth by giving a full bullet list of what are the things you are looking for in this outline, or you can use something just even a one sentence that will work for it. So let's see, let me give a instruction now. Okay, now I have created a set of instruction which I want to give it to my custom GPT. For example, I have included certain instructions for the outline. For example, I have asked chat custom GPT to include target primary keyword in title, create subheading for main whenever possible. Let me mention main heading. Include related keywords in subheadings, understand search intent of target keyword, and structure the content logically, end the outline with conclusion. So I'm going to give this as an instruction for my custom GPT, and you can see now it is trying to understand my personal instructions and trying to make the model relevant to my particular need. So let me wait until this updating GPT finishes. So you can see now ChatGPT behavior updated. Now it shows me what it has understand right now until my based on my instructions. So the instructions now it understood was the content outline expert is now set up with and to assist with creating SEO focused outlines for blog post. It will include target primary keyword in the title, create and organize subheadings, embed related keywords in subheadings, understand the search intent, structure the content logically, and each outline with a conclusion. End each outline with conclusion. The GPT will focus on creating outline, not full blog post. It understood what I specifically want with this custom GPT and will tailor its advice to your specific topic and requirement. That is also good. Now it's saying me for next step, what are some elements you like to emphasize or avoid in its introductions. This could include things like level of detail in response, the complexity of SEO terms or used, or any specific content it should not suggest. So if you have something you want to like to include or avoid or follow, those instructions can be given here. Here also there is no set of this is the right way to give it or this is the things you need to do. All of this comes down to your personal preferences. You can give bullet points, just a line or paragraph or anything which you prefer to you give it to your AI. You can do it here. For example, I may be saying it to include LSI keywords, titles and subheadings. So I like to keep everything short and sweet. I can do that. So I'm giving you a further instruction to my custom GPT. So depending on that instruction also, it is going to be updating the model right now. Okay, now it shows GPT behavior updated. The content now expert to update it to include suggestion for LSI keyword and to avoid recommending overly long titles and subheading. It will focus on concise yet effective headings while maintaining its core functionalities in SEO optimization and structure. Now let's talk about how you would like this GPT to communicate. How should it present information to you? For example, do you prefer formal or conversational tone, or should it provide explanation for its suggestions? Now here also you can give your own preference. It's basically asking how GPT should be communicating with you, how it should present the information with you. Maybe I like to be formal, make it formal, because maybe I like to give this outline to a freelance writer or the writers, so that will be when it's a formal they will understand it bit more rather than in a conversational tool. So here also a personal preference gets applied to you. Depending on your need, you can do that here. Let me wait until the updating GPT it is done. The content outline expert is now set to communicate in a formal tone, presenting information professionally while maintaining its expertise in crafting SEO focused blog post outlines. You can try out the content expert playground right now, test its capability with a blog post topic, or ask for an SEO outline. After trying, let me know if there's any refinement you like to make. What would you like? So you can it automatically created right now. Everything is done. So if I go into configure section, now you can see everything is automatically filled out for me. Only this was missing. I can add a description if I want. You can see instructions. It made all the instructions which I needed. For example, it had made a role and goal, constraints, guidelines, clarification, personalization. I just gave natural instructions. It made a more focused instruction from that. And you can see I can also include conversation thrusters. I have the capabilities included for web browsing, image generation, and add action also available. Like if you can connect your OpenAI schema with a Zapier, and you can connect it to and do more automation, which I will create and cover in a separate video. I'm not going to do that. And one more thing, if you want to include your own database data set, like you might have a several PDF CSV files or anything like that, or even data training models data which you have with ChatGPT and OpenAI, you can upload all those data here as well, and ask the custom GPT to create content based on it or follow the guidelines based on it. Everything you can do from here. You just need to click on upload files and you can do that, and you can see the preview here as well. And if I click on here, I can delete GPT, but we are not going to do that. When we click on save button, we are now presented with three different options. First one is only me, like I am going to be privately using this particular custom GPT. I don't want anyone else to access this. So if you are preferring that, click on that. Or you want to share this with anyone who with a link, so you can either share it with your team members or group, or you are going to sell this particular custom GPT with any select one in a third party way. You can use this particular option. Or public, this is one where you want to make sure that this particular feature is available to all others also who are using this particular OpenAI or ChatGPT under the GPTs too. This will be available public. So depending on your need, I'm going to slightly change the name. You can choose whichever the one you want. If you are looking to earn a revenue in a revenue sharing option, if others starting using it, you need to make sure to set it public and click on confirm. Once that is done, it is going to be published, and it's published also. You can see it automatically giving a name also with like who created it, something like that. You can set up this website URL from here. When you go into the settings, you go into the builder profile, give the name. This is unchangeable, it gets the name from the billing information, and you can add a new website or select one of any website you create. You just need to add a text record in your CNAME, and that will automatically approve the domain name for you. So you can see now my ChatGPT is updated with the latest model of custom GPT which I created, which was SEO content outline expert. So let me refresh it just in case to get the new latest update. I always like to do this. So I'm going to select here. You can see it automatically is here. This is a blank chat window. You can see the difference. This is a blank chat window. If I go into this particular module, now automatically this is a focused, it's going to follow all the rules, data, tips, everything which I set up. So I'm going to give an example. Let's say Black Friday, which since I'm creating a deals thread, marketing strategy. Let's see, I'm just giving one keyword. I am not given any other instruction, but custom GPT automatically understands based on this module on what I'm asking it to do. So you can see that the output which I'm getting. To create an effective SEO focused outline for a blog post about Black Friday marketing strategy, we'll incorporate primary keywords in the title, subheading, ensure that content is structured logically to cater to the search intent. Below is a suggested outline. It automatically giving me a blog title, which is pretty good to be honest. It also makes this year's number, which is okay. Introduction, and what it need to talk about in introduction. Introduce the concept of strategy planning, understanding the Black Friday significant historical perspective, current trends, preparing early key steps to digital marketing strategies for Black Friday, creative campaign ideas, and within the digital marketing also what are the subsection I need to focus on, creative campaign idea, leveraging technology, in-store strategies, overcoming common challenges and everything. You can see he's still trying to come up with. So far what I'm seeing is it is actually really good to be honest, because no longer when I want to create a outline, I do come into ChatGPT and ask it to give the instruction or use third-party plugin and everything. I can design my own outline with set of instructions, data sets and everything, and ask it to do it. For example, it is going into the measuring success, post analysis, Black Friday. It's following a logical order also. I asked it to follow a logical order. It's following me a logical order. Let me compare. It automatically, my target keyword was Black Friday marketing strategy. It is using Black Friday marketing strategy in the primary title. Create subheadings. It is doing the subheading process here. You can see for all the headings, H2 headings, it was also giving me subheadings here. and include related keyword in subheading. So it's seeing digital marketing strategies for Black Friday. I just asked for Black Friday marketing strategy. It is giving me some alternatives as well. You can see post Black Friday analysis, so that is also it's doing it. Understand the intent of target keyword, structure the content logically, and the outline with conclusion. So it's ending with a conclusion. It is automatically doing the LSI keywords also, and it's giving me all the things logically. So far it is done a really good job. This is not the only use case. The use cases are endless. You just go out and experiment with it. I also will keep on creating more of this kind of custom GPT. It's fun also, and if you are looking to create something specific, do let me know in the comment. I will also check it out. If you have created your own custom GPT, do share if it's public the link in that comment, so other video users also can check it out. I hope this video was useful. If you have any other doubts, feel free to let me know, and I will personally explain to you. And I will be creating more content like this, especially once the GPT store is created. I will create a separate video on how you can create, how you can list, how you can probably sell or get into the revenue sharing program also. So if you are interested in it, click on the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day. Cheers.